Have a look at the start of the race. The lights turn green. 33 cars roaring down to the first corner. McLaren just holding the advantage. Duncan Heisman just trying to hold off the lead of the race. He was soon disposed by Pavel Lefterov and then pushed into a spin at turn 10 and had to wait for the entire field to avoid him before rejoining. Then we had a safety car out, lots of oil on the circuit between turns 6 and 8. And then when the racing got underway again, it was Pavel Lefterov being pushed very hard indeed by Matt Nicol-Jones. Had a couple of place changes. It was fantastic battling, side by side, occasional bit of bodywork rubbing perhaps, hard to pick out in the night. Anything you can do, I can do better. That was the feeling of Pavel Lefterov. But there he really put Matt Nicol-Jones very wide over the curbing at the final corner. A little bit of contact down at the hairpin. And this was a moment around the outside when Jonathan Cecotto in the 34 KTM crossbow, and then it was almost side by side in the pit lane. Quite extraordinary on the entrance. The pit stops, some teams gained and some lost, but certainly our race winning crew reckon they did it very well indeed, because when the pit stops were completed, they were at the front and the others were doing the chasing. And then we had a flurry of drive-through penalties, and one of the cars affected was the 112 crew. They didn't get theirs until right at the end. They didn't get to serve it. They finished third on the track. But the fighting was absolutely fearsome, and the 92 crew there pushing so hard, Alessio Picariello, to try and get one over Will Moore, but he was another crew that ended up with a drive-through penalty, and that dropped them to 7th place overall. But no one had an answer to the 34 crew. They were so strong throughout the race, and there is a checker flag pulled out at the last moment for Lennart Marianek to celebrate the first victory of the 2017 season.